Hey guys, what's up? I am Dylan Gadino from PunchlineMagazine.com. We are here in the Copper Room at Comics Comedy Club here in New York City. You are watching a Tight Five, which is also a co-production of RooftopComedy.com. I am extremely happy to introduce you to our comedian guest today, Patrice O'Neill. Patrice, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, okay, thanks, man.
Patrice is already making fun of me. So Patrice, I'm glad you're here today. There's a few things I wanted to talk to you a little bit about. The first thing that comes to mind when I think Patrice O'Neill, and actually when I talk to other comedians about Patrice O'Neill, is you're very much a comics comic. You are very well respected.
What else did they say, really?
That's when you talk to other comedians.
That's the overall thing. What they really say?
No, that's.
Let's be honest. Let's start off honest.
That's it. That's the honest thing. Now, as far as comedy goers go, I think that's where things get a little bit more divisive. You are very much, in my opinion anyway, somebody, either a comedy fan really feels passionately, positively about, or the opposite. Passionately about, which is to say, really dislikes you.
Yeah, liars don't like me.
Liars.
Yeah, people who lie. People who live a lie. There's people that love living lies. There's people that actually, the word brutal, honesty, I was thinking about that the other day, like the word brutal, honesty is just a dumb term. Like, I don't even understand. Who wants their honesty? Like, brutal should be associated with lying.
Okay.
You're a brutal liar.
Right.
As opposed to somebody that just is going to inform you of what they believe the truth to be.
Right.
And sometimes what is the truth. Like if somebody told me, I might not want to hear it, but if somebody say, hey, look, the world's going to end tomorrow, there's some people that just want to live as if the world's going to be here tomorrow.
Right.
I'm a person who likes to be informed that the world may end tomorrow. That's the difference. I think people try to figure out all these different ways to explain, like, the cup is half full and the cup is half empty.
Right.
It's all horseshit to say. There's some people that enjoy lying, some people that enjoy honesty.
Right.
I meet a lot of people that enjoy, they don't want to be given anything straight. So they qualify or classify people like that as, assholes, I guess. I don't know. But I don't steal jokes. I don't steal concepts. I've never taken food out of anybody's mouth behind their back. There's a lot of comics I hate their guts. But if somebody goes, oh, what do you think of this person? I go, oh, they're fine, man. I never go. I never collude with people to destroy people like that. But I'm the one that, makes you feel uncomfortable. I'm not. I mean, just like right now, you can feel how uncomfortable you are a little bit. But it'll work out at the end of the day. You know
Why do you think I feel uncomfortable?
Because you don't know, because you've heard things.
I've heard things about you.
Yeah, and you wondering if they're true.
Yeah, it's true.
Some of them are quite true.
Yeah. I mean, I've interviewed many comics and talked to a lot of comics. You are not one of them.
Yeah.
This is really the first time.
I mean, I have a reputation.
You do have a reputation. So, but I mean, your point, I think I really appreciate your point. You feel it's more brutal to be this kind of
to lie to
coddling
liar.
Why would
you lie to me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like this interview starts, right?
Yeah.
People say you're a comics like, comics hate me.
Really?
More than people. People like me more than comics do. Really. Because I think, I don't know, I come from a place, there's a few comics that come from the same place where funny wasn't, like, comedy is a lucky place for me to have been able to go.
Yeah.
In relative to my life. My life, if there was no such thing as comedy, but I still was the same person, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Right.
Like I got into comedy based on the fact that there's a place that a funny person can go to make money and live his life, with some respect.
Right.
A lot of people get into comedy because they've never been funny, but they get into comedy because it's a business and they enjoy the business part of it. I'm not a big fan of the business part of it. That's why, you know, that's why I'm like I am, because I wish I could just be funny and it all be fun, but it's not. The business part of it, I don't excel at the business part of it, because the business part always lends itself to a lot of things that you just don't want to do. Like if I want to be a curmudgeon, I want to be, you know, as long as I'm not hurting anybody.
Right.
Like I could be the Grinch as long as I'm not trying to fucking steal your Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can do what you want to do, but as long as I'm not affecting how you do things. But a lot of people want you to. Sometimes, look, I get up in the morning. It's 5 or 6 in the morning, and you know, you see somebody and they smiling early in the morning, like "Good morning, hi," and it forces you to go, "Well, good morning to you." But
right.
It's like, well, I'm at 6 in the morning. I'm like, wow, I'm bullshit right now. I'm not ready.
Right.
So really, I have to adjust my curmudgeonry to your horseshit.
Yeah.
Your basic, fundamental nonsense.
But do you think there's any positive to that? I mean, if you're kind of forced or urged to kind of lift yourself up a little bit.
That's you just reading from whatever. What you just said is in some book somewhere that somebody.
I barely read, so I don't know.
You gotta write your own books, man. It's like, what's the word? It's like I learned, one of the few things I learned in college is good if it's good for me.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the people I enjoy. I enjoy things the way I enjoy it. I don't want to enjoy life set up by someone else's rules of how to enjoy life, if that's what it means. Because you'll say, well, that lifts you up. But if I'm going in there, if I shake your hand, right?
Yeah.
I don't like you, but I'm shaking your hand,
yeah.
I'm smiling at you and everything else,
yeah.
right? That makes you feel good externally. But internally, we might not have a connection.
No.
I'd rather have a connection with you. I'd rather, things are forged in fire. Everything is forged in fire. And fire is hot, man. Or even better, you know, diamonds come out of pressure. Everything good comes out of pressure. So I know you got some things about you that ain't shit.
Right.
That you probably desperately try to hide. I know it. I can feel you. I'm smelling you. Little creep. But you'll hide it the best you can. And then when they find out, you'll kill yourself. Just like Tiger Woods. As opposed to fucking lying his whole life.
Right.
Why that nigga just don't fuck his 13 women
right.
like he want? As opposed to now he got to hide like a dirty rat. Because no one knew he was a dirty rat. He flew around like an eagle. Now he's a dirty rat.
Yeah.
So come on, be a dirty rat if you're a dirty rat. That's why I don't take jobs with Disney, Walt Disney, and things like that.
Have you been offered?
Family things.
Have you been offered Disney jobs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For what? Have they seen your act? Do they know?
No, they don't. But I won't take it because here's the problem. Pee Wee Herman would still have a career if he just was honest. The fact that he might go into a movie theater,
right, and
possibly get caught messing around.
Yeah, and that's nothing compared to what's going on today with celebrities.
Yeah,
that's like child's play.
Look at if Gary Busey or Tom Sizemore,
yeah,
or Flavor Flav, or I'm trying to think of a controversial celebrity.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen knocked this woman upside her head. His career is still going strong, and his show's still #1.
Yeah.
Because Charlie Sheen.
And she's coming back to him.
Because in reality, women look. I'm not saying women love to get socked in the head, but women, if they are honest, women will never be honest with you about there's something attractive, not about getting beat up, but it's something attractive about an asshole to them. But they won't admit it because Oprah and them, you know, the vagina mafia tells women how they're supposed to think, but they still don't know why they still attracted to this dude who's not as nice as the guy for Valentine's Day who brought them flowers and chocolate, and they don't know why they hate that dude.
Right.
They want to be with the guy that's home watching the game, and he goes, "Oh, baby, go out and do your thing. I'm not going out, but I want to go out with you." But the other guy that comes and he's like, "Well, I'm the guy who loves you." She don't know why she hates that dude.
Yeah.
But all we gotta do is be honest and have a conversation about it, as opposed to, you know, the mob telling you how to go against how you feel. That's what this world is right now. It's a bunch of people who want to legislate and control how you feel. Forget what you think and how you act. They don't even want you to feel anything no more. So that's why I'm like I am, man, because I don't like to be told what to do. And it ain't about authority, because in honest, in truth, what's authority? You know what I mean? It's a lot of, what is it? Am I your authority? Like, it's what's inappropriate, what's not. That's what makes the world great, is that you feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to take that wedding ring off, man. You know, when you're out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I barely go out.
What does that mean? This is what you... Yeah, well, no, I don't know. There was a lot of lying going on there. There was some truth, there's a lot of lying going on.
Right.
You want to just put that in your pocket so you can, you know, be sexy again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Patrice, if you make me cry by the end of this interview, it's not going to be.
I'm just saying, I want you to get down to what you really feeling.
Right, but you can't. Upon meeting somebody, you can't just be.
Why?
100% combative.
I'm not being combative.
No, not right now. But
why can't you be 100%?
I mean, don't you have to go through the pleasantries a little bit, like, you know?
Why?
So I just met you out. I just saw you outside. Honestly, what I wanted to do, because, you know, I've never met you, and, you know, maybe I'm a little intimidated, was just walk right past you, and, you know, I'd see you inside. But I pushed myself. I'm like, oh, hey, Patrice, I'm Dylan. I'll be interviewing you.
Okay, why'd you do that?
Because because society dictates that's.
Society dictates.
You
do
know,
you feel comfortable saying that?
No, I don't. Of course I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Do you understand what?
But I don't know anything. I didn't really know anything about you, and I'm like, he's a human. I'm a human. I should reach out to him and be nice.
I can tell right now.
Yeah.
Physically, okay. Here's the thing that gets me caught up too. I'm 6'4".
Yes.
300 pounds.
Yes.
Black dude.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm a comedian, so I'm not that. I don't have a reputation. I've never put my hands on anybody or no. But it's still that aura, I guess.
Yeah.
Of that. I could tell that you're aggressive. I could tell you're bossy. I could tell. You were pretending to be like a little sweet guy, but I've met guys like you.
Yeah.
You're Jewish, right?
No.
You're not Jewish?
I'm not.
Well, you're pulling it off pretty good.
Thanks, man.
You got you're aggressive. I can tell. You don't take no shit, but you still have your social structure that I'm gonna learn that you don't take shit later, as opposed to now, to give me the option to go, okay, let me adjust to how you really are, instead of us doing the pleasantry dance. You feel me?
So how should I have kind of approached you? Dude,
I was outside looking at this. I was outside looking at this thing.
And let me ask you something. Were you really looking at that thing, or were you just making yourself look like you're occupied with something else, so no one would engage you?
There's nobody
Okay. All right.
there. But I can understand that. But see, your thought process there.
Right.
It's a little snarky thought process. Because you don't believe anybody.
No. I'm just looking at the options.
This newfangled, not newfangled, but like a kind of snarky, aggressive little dude who can't see. I'll say I don't like something, but you can look through things. You see how you put that together? Like, that was so amazing. That was an amazing analogy, amazing synopsis that you said. Wasn't even thinking that.
Okay.
Because I try not to live my life pretentiously, but that is how pretentious everybody is, so that you have to come up with these grandiose ideas of somebody being that pretentious. That's amazingly pretentious if somebody did that.
I don't see that as being pretentious.
I'm standing out there looking at the sign, seeing if I'm coming up,
right,
and see what picture they got, see who's coming up
right
at the show, and I'm not knowing what it is. I'm just here a little early looking at this thing.
Right.
You come, hey, I'm interviewing, hey, how you doing? And you didn't have to.
No.
But if you righteously did it, that's fine. But if you're trying to create a reason to do it, then that's a whole other story.
I mean, I think people should be, treated kindly. You know,
Kindly is
if if I saw that you were standing there and I'm about to interview you in 10 minutes and I just walked right past you, that's kind of shitty, no?
Not necessarily.
All right.
Not if you did it righteously. If you're just that kind of dude, which you possibly could be that kind of dude, but you don't want me to know you that kind of dude till later, till I have investment in you.
Well, because we had to sit down and do this. I don't want you to hate me while we're doing this.
It wouldn't have mattered. Like it wouldn't matter. Like you don't know I don't hate you now.
That's true.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't hate you, but you don't know.
Right.
Because of your. It's almost like what Bruce Lee used to say. He created that Jeet Kune Do based on the idea of water and the idea of being able to take shape of whatever you need to, whatever comes your way at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the method of it, and that's what I mean. That's why being pretentious is not good, because it doesn't enable you to take the shape of whatever you need to be. Like if I'm out there figuring that out, just looking, and you just go, okay, well he's doing that. You know, it doesn't, as long as you live by your code that you create for yourself, then I have to adjust to that as long as it's righteous. And then if I'm a guy who's comfortable in my own skin, me and your philosophy are gonna meet up, and then we'll create something either really good or we'll just not.
Yeah.
But as opposed to trying to, like my girlfriend has a daughter, right? She's not my daughter, but I love her.
Right.
She goes, when she was 5 years old, right? She's 11 now, okay? When she was 5 years old, she used to say to me, I love you, Mr. P. She calls me Mr. P, right? So I said, I love you, Mr. P. She goes, I love you, Mr. P. I go, you should, right? And she starts laughing, okay? Now she's 11. She goes, I love you, Mr. P. I go, thank you. She goes, you're supposed to say, I love you too.
Right.
Okay? Now, I love her. But my thing is, I'm doing something for her that makes her love me.
Right.
Okay? So meaning, she loves me outside of whatever I say or whatever I do. Now, I'm trying to not set her up for failure, because I could easily, because she's emotionally ready to say she loves me.
Yeah.
She doesn't know where I am emotionally. All she needs to know is that I do something that makes her feel like she loves me. So if I go, I love you too, just because that's the pleasantry of that, that's a lie. But I do love her.
Right.
But I'm not going to love her on her time. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not going to do it on her time. You don't force me. You're not the boss of what I do. So I'm trying to teach her that a dude out there could easily say, just like the handshake,
right,
good morning.
And it doesn't mean anything.
It's empty.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So whatever I'm doing for her to make her love me, that's the truth. And the rest is horseshit. What she's doing is horseshit, not what I'm doing.
But do you choose other times to be verbal about
her when I'm giving her life lessons, when I'm talking to her about how to be better in life, and I assure her that I love her while she's upset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the time where I go, okay, you know, I love you, but I'm telling you this because I love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't have these conversations with you. So at the end of the day, you know, it's a basic thing of how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As opposed to, you know, how to get through life with a lot of liars. You know, I mean, this is like comedy though. This is a comedy thing here. It's like, well, he's not being funny.
That's okay.
Who gives a shit?
I don't care.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, funny's not now, do it this way. It's organic. It builds. It might take us an hour and a half to build to like, wow, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not great. And you gotta just be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even worry about this interview. You'll interview a couple other people. Who are you? Sarah Silverman's coming in?
No.
Who is it?
Sarah Benincasa and Tom Green.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarity.
I don't know.
Hilarity.
I don't know about that.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. You seem to have this kind of life philosophy where you're not a liar. You're not, you know.
I mean, I've lied before. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying.
But you try to live as honestly as possible.
Yeah.
in theory, it sounds like that should be a lot less demanding than someone who's constantly living lies and trying to be nice when they don't want to be nice. Is it?
Man? I don't know how it's done.
Do you feel more relaxed, or is it draining and exhausting to live honestly?
It's draining when most of the people you're around want to live their way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where the preponderance of the people are like this conversation where you go, well, isn't it better to do this or isn't it better to do that? People who live that way, it is exhausting if it's just a bunch of people who just don't live that way. So you have to come in, be you, and then the people who are actually searching for something, they gravitate towards you, and then you build and you build on something. You build on the truth. People build on the truth. Lies, you got to remember what you said. You got to, you got to do this and do that, and you just don't. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I say truth and righteousness, it's not biblical. It's just basically if you go into a place and they put mayonnaise on your sandwich instead of mustard like you asked.
Yeah.
And you're feeling like, it's okay.
Right.
But just.
Okay, so you'll tell them that they made a mistake, but how do you go about telling them?
You just say it. You don't go like it's not aggressive. You don't have to be aggressive to be.
But do you want to be aggressive?
Sometimes you have to be, because.
So you don't.
I like being full on aggressive as opposed to passive aggressive. You ever had anybody ask you to do something?
Sure.
But it's really a demand.
Sure.
They go, hey, would you like to come here? Would you like to do this? And you go, is that a question?
Right. Or you.
But that's passive aggression.
Yeah.
That is putting them outside responsibility. That's making them, would you like to? And if you go, no. But that's the rule is you go, yes.
Right.
But that's what I mean. That's a dishonest way to live.
Right.
Is passive aggression is probably as a life experience for me, it's probably bigger than a pet peeve for me. It's probably the worst thing I can deal with is someone wanting you to do something but really not going to say
right. Instead of just saying it, they
not giving you the opportunity to go no. It's always in a position to make you look like you're an ass, as opposed to, this is what we want you to do, and I go, well, I don't want to do it, and then they go, well,
right.
But that's what I deal with. But that's why you know me, that I've never met you, and that's why I have a reputation based on little things. Like if you ask people, well, what's Patrice really done to you? Oh, well, like Bobby Slayton, he don't like me, right? He'll tell everybody. He goes, oh, he's just a jerk. Bobby, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. But he don't like me because he wants to be top jerk.
Right.
But I'm like, dude, there's room for many assholes, man, in the game. There's tons of assholes. There's room for you. But he has no real reason. But I tell you what, there's been times where I've been told that I was the best, and I'm not trying to victimize myself because it is what it is, that I was the best man for the job.
Yeah.
But I didn't make people in the room feel comfortable.
Right.
So it's like we are in a business where they will take the fifth best person as if they're the number one nicest.
Okay.
They won't take the best person who might be the fourth nicest, which seems to me to be ridiculous. It just seems ridiculous.
Yeah,
but maybe
sure.
it's not based on, again, that's my own thinking. You know what I mean?
Right.
Again, you got you got points that you're making that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like never ever let me stop you from making your points, because I'm a collaborator. I like to go, oh, okay, that's very interesting. Just like the pretentious scenario that you said.
Yeah.
That shit's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It makes you go, wait a minute, was I? And you go, oh, okay. I don't think I was, but it's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? That's what collaboration is. You don't let me wiggle you out of who you are, and I'm not going to wiggle out of who I am, and then we can come together into some weird kind of synergy, which makes things more interesting, I think.
Well, let me ask you this, Patrice, as we wrap up here. How did this go?
This interview?
Yeah.
Nowhere. It's a nowhere interview. What did you want to ask me? What do you really want to know?
I wanted to get a better sense of who Patrice O'Neal is,
Really?
and our viewers.
Who's your viewers?
The people that
What
read
is this shit?
the people that
A
read.
bunch of smarmy white kids who are gonna just, .edu and just like, I fucking Twitter these snarky douchey kids. Like,
See why all of a sudden I'm a snarky douchey kid?
Not you. Not maybe you, but not you. Not you.
Okay.
But could be you.
Okay.
Like anybody who wants to look Jewish who's not is just a weird.
How am I trying to look Jewish? I can't.
Just Jewing it up.
I'm Italian.
And
I have
really Jewing
and,
it up.
and I
You
have
gotta look at this fucking camera.
and I have kinky hair. I don't know how else.
If we're being honest, he's Jewing it up, and you have a Jew vibe, not an Italian vibe.
I definitely don't have an Italian vibe. I don't think I want an Italian vibe.
So you went Jew vibe. So why don't you fucking just be honest, man? You went Jew.
I don't know how I've gone Jew. I respect
Did he
Jews.
not go Jew? Did he not go Jew?
Why?
You went Jew.
How did I go Jew though?
You went little Jewy glasses,
Uh-huh.
unkept, thick Jewy hair,
Uh-huh.
and Jewy attitude. This is not Italian. Like fucking
Well,
trying to.
what should I be?
cut
Should I
through with a
be
knife.
grabbing my nuts and scratching them and showing some more chest hair? With that.
That's stereotypical, but that'd be nice. That's closer to who you are than a Jew.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, okay. I twittered Avatar, good movie. I liked it. Just liked it for what it was, right? I guess this is why I might be so.
Avatar wasn't pretentious to you? I haven't seen it. I'm just.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm aggressive because right at this day and age, you almost have to be aggressive to have your own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with an internet world out there, we're kind of talking into cyberspace, and it'll end up being on something.
Yes.
And I kind of am making. I mean, you're putting yourself out there.
Sure.
As an Italian Jewish kid, right?
Whatever you want, yes.
And not what I want, it's what you. I mean, don't act like I'm being a dick.
No,
People
I'm
ask
not.
you why you Jewish every single day of your life.
Absolutely not.
Well, they think it.
Okay.
They're going on. I wonder
It
if
could.
he's Jewish.
It could be worse.
It's a fact. I know it to be a fact. If you ask somebody right today, right, what do you think my nationality is? They'll go, because they'll go, maybe he's not Jewish. They're not gonna say Italian. They go, I don't know, Jewish. Maybe,
Right. Okay.
Maybe Jewish.
I'll do it later today.
Do it today.
I have a
Ask
few
20
hours.
people. You fucking email. I guarantee 19 will say Jewish.
Okay.
The point being, fucking be Italian. The second thing is, when I twittered Avatar, these are the people out there, right? I twittered Avatar, good movie.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of this. It was just dances with wolves with blah, blah, blah. I've seen it in a film noir. It was stolen from blah,
Right,
blah,
right,
blah,
right.
blah. And then really, you can't fucking enjoy something, Mr. Goddamn dude out there that I don't even know. At least you're out in front of the camera, right? At least you're taking a chance, putting your Gentile nature out there like that. And I'm doing the same thing, but see what we're doing right now, we are earning our opinion. See, you've earned the right to say that I was being a douche out there trying to just be in my own space. You earn that right because you be sitting here talking.
Right.
But somebody out there, they don't earn the right. All they do is earn the right to watch and have an opinion. The computer has given them the right to like, I think you suck. Dude, really? Eh? Really? Really fucking something douchebag 865? Really? You think you have the right to fucking say I suck? That's the difference. That's why I'm so mad, I think. It's because I'm trying to isolate myself from the internet. Back in the day, if somebody hated Lucille Ball, You think they could just sit there and just write shit?
No.
They had to work hard to not like Lucille Ball.
That's true.
They had to find out where she lived or who's gonna get the thing. They gotta fucking go to the post office. They gotta buy a pencil. They gotta write it.
Yeah.
They gotta buy stamps. And then they gotta figure out where to send it
Yeah.
to say, I hate you. So if somebody hated you back then, that was legitimate. Somebody sit there now and go, ooh, 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 ooh.
It's too easy now.
I don't respect that.
Anonymous aggression.
I worked anonymous aggression.
Yeah.
So I put myself out there like with a name to the face, which counts. A faceless opinion don't count. Your opinion counts. You're sitting here and you're doing your thing. You count.
Thanks, man. You really know how to confuse a guy.
You count.
Thanks, buddy.
See, that was smarmy and sarcastic what you just did, but I picked it up.
What was sarcastic? That I called you buddy, or or that I said you really know how to confuse a guy?
Which I know you're not confused at all.
Patrice, I wish we could sit here for.
We could.
You know what? I don't really give a shit if we sit here.
Let's end it. Somehow you think you're supposed to end it.
Patrice,
Say what you gotta say, man.
I'm
Spit it out.
gonna say some things I have to say,
Spit it out, man.
and then I'm gonna shake your hand
Spit it out.
because I
Edit
want
this down to 5 minutes.
because I want to shake your hand. No, this is definitely there will be a 5-minute version of this, but this is definitely got to be seen in full.
And I'm funny.
For sure.
So somebody be sitting there like, what's
Hilarious.
wrong with him? But it's like we just having a basic conversation.
We are.
Next conversation we'll have, I'll be like, hey, what's up, man? Like I don't even remember your name. What's your name?
Dylan.
Dylan. I'll remember it. I'll try to remember it.
Maybe we could.
Dylan.
Maybe we could swap.
Now you a comic?
Maybe, no, I'm not a comic. No.
What do you do?
I'm a writer and editor. I just appreciate
Of this is you?
punchlinemagazine.com.
This is you?
This is me.
I thought Punchline, you bought it?
It's mine. It's been mine since '05.
I thought it was a magazine.
It's an online magazine.
But I thought it was an actual.
No,
It was at one point, wasn't it?
that's for
Never?
that's for losers. No, nope. Nobody wants real magazines.
2005. Very. How old are you? Like 22,
05.
23?
I'm 32, Patrice.
You look young.
Thanks.
That's that Jewish skin, buddy.
Yeah, I try to do.
His fucking mother's gonna knock him in the head. How dare he call you?
You what? I want to show you something now that you keep on talking about my hair and see this is what it used to look like. Would I be Jewish there?
A little bit. You look a lot more Italian there, like a lot more not Jewish. And I think it's the glasses. Look at that. That's fucking.
Yes?
Yeah, a little situationist. Look like a situation, like you got abs.
Like I definitely don't have abs. I wish I did.
So you're gonna talk to after this? Some like who?
After you, Sarah Benincasa and Tom Green.
What does she do?
Sarah, she's a comedian.
And I heard, what do you got? 12:30.
Yeah,
So you got another hour just to relax.
yeah. I figured maybe I'd hang out with you, grab a bite.
That probably won't happen, but
Are you sure?
happen.
Because I'm
could.
feeling something.
it could.
I'm feeling something special.
Because I'm digging the real you out, and I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel that you are a real, what they call a live wire, my friend.
A real Italian Jew.
Something's in you. You got some evil demons in you, man.
Sure, don't we all?
Yeah, that's the whole point. And what's your demons?
This is about you, Patrice.
See what I'm saying? We almost had a connection. If we was honest right there, that was your big opportunity to be my friend.
Well, geez, I'd have to write a list down and
You got kids?
I have a kid. I have a 1-year-old, yeah.
I think you're lying about your heritage, man. There's something real Jewy about you.
Dude, if anything, there's probably a little black in me. Because I'm a quarter Sicilian, and you know they're not.
We all seen True Romance. We know.
You know they're not pure.
We know the Moors
And-
did something with your great.
Right.
No, I've seen the scene.
So if anything, I'm closer to an eighth black than I am to Jewish.
So what did you really want to know?
I think this is it. We did it.
What did you really want to know?
I'm not here to.
What did you really want to know? What did you really want? Ask me what you really want.
I wanted to have this type of conversation.
What did you really want to know?
I wanted to have this conversation with you.
What did you try?
About your philosophies, about life, about how you view the world. This is it. What do you think I wanted to know? Like,
I don't know.
how'd you get started? Or I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask.
Enough.
I'm not gonna ask.
That's impressive that you didn't
Dopey
ask that.
questions like that. Who cares?
Right, the bio questions.
People could go on Wikipedia or go to your website and know that you heckled somebody in Boston and
Smart.
in '02 or in '92 or whatever it was. And
do you see how you come to real use coming out?
what's that?
You have.
Well, I did some research.
But what you're doing is prefacing people who ask those questions as losers.
Not losers, but I mean.
I think they'd be losers too to ask that basic shit, but.
It depends on, when you're interviewing somebody, you should learn the basic shit and then ask questions based on what you know, not ask the basic questions.
What are you going to ask Tom Green?
I don't know. Probably ask him about.
Made me laugh, man.
I am Dylan Gadino, and I just pretentiously did this.
Be honest, Dylan Gadino Berg.
I am Dylan Gadino Berg from PunchlineMagazine.com. I am here at the Copper Room at Comics Comedy Club here in New York City. This has been a co-production between PunchlineMagazine.com and RooftopComedy.com. I want to thank Patrice O'Neill for being my guest today. Patrice.
I don't think you got anything out of this, man.
Yeah, I got a lot out of this. This is a handshake that I want to give, that I wanted to give to you, not just because this is how I end all the interviews. Patrice, thank you so much for being here.
Shalom, man.
Peace.